I know ways to make you cry that you've never even dreamed of.
I don't like to cry.
No, I don't like crying much either.
Please don't make me cry.
Do you have a mum and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? They don't love you much, do they?
They do love me.
No, they don't. They don't love you. They sent you here. They sent you here to stay with me.
They do love me. They just needed a break.
They need a break. Do you know the minimum amount of time that a child can be sent here for is 3 months? A break is a weekend away to the coast. 3 months? Do you even know how long you're here?
No.
Did Dr. Crow say you were at 11?
Yeah.
You could be here for 7 years, Emily.
No,
7 years.
That's not true.
You could be here that long. And when you last saw your mummy and your daddy, did they look at you like they wanted you back really soon?
Emily doesn't respond to that.
Or do you think that as soon as you were gone, they gave each other a high five, they got out the travel brochures or went on Expedia or whatever, and they started booking their first holiday away from you? The first time they could get away without you being in their life. Jesus, they probably started fucking right there and then thought, okay, take 2, let's have a new daughter, because the first one was a complete fuck up.
Emily is now covering her ears while looking away increasingly from the prefect.
The ground is shifting and rippling and warping, and it's like you're standing on a bed of wriggling worms and insects, beetles and woodlice. You feel an earwig literally crawling into your ear and pinching your skin.
Emily jumps up and screams while she's desperately trying to remove the bug from her ear.
Look at you. Look at I'm gonna have such fun like you with you. You're like a jack in the box. You just jump up and down.
Careful, because they're underneath us.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. She starts dancing from foot to foot. Oh, are they on me? Am I getting around
No,
them?
don't move too much.
You're like a pop-up pirate.
They're gonna crawl up and pinch your skin.
No. The only person who's going to be doing any pinching is me, and she reaches over and very childishly just pinches you.
Ow!
And that is pretty kind compared to what I will do to you. But yeah, you're lucky. You're not with Isaac. He's not going to beat you up. I'll look after you. Instead, you're going to be with me, and I promise you that's going to be so much more fun. Listen, I'm just going to leave you up here with whatever it is you're dancing around, and you can make your own way back in your own time for all I care. I'll get your bags from the hall and make sure that it all gets to the right place, all right?
Emily isn't responding.
See you later, my little daughter. Emily, you're left alone. The bugs are not going away. In fact, a mound of them pokes up about 2 feet from the ground. Like a face, a beetle's face, comprised of thousands of tiny little chitinous bugs just chittering and scuttling over each other. And it just looks at you and belches, and out fall more insects.
They're not real. 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 They're not real.
Emily, why are you making your mother cry again? You're making your mother cry again. You're making your mother cry again.
I'm sorry, Mommy. It's the insects. They are under my skin, reading my thoughts.
A child shouldn't make their mother cry. She's doing it again, she's doing it again, she's doing it again, she's doing it again. She's making us cry again. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much. Need to get her somewhere safe. No, can't even put her with a babysitter. She's scared the last babysitter off. Got to put her somewhere safe just so we can get our heads together. But where can we send her like that? The insects are squabbling and then they just fade into the walls and the floor.
I'm sorry.
Do you try and make your way to the hall?
No.
You don't. Where are you going?
She is standing right where she is. Kind of a catatonic state. Where again she stiffens up. And just stands there. And stares into nothing. She's not really here right now. So she's just standing there.
I think that is a perfectly rational reaction for Emily to have right now. So we're going to go back to Tobin. Tobin, are you picking up your bags and delivering them back to Isaac as instructed?
Going back to the hall, I just think to myself, it's nothing that he'll want from that. I don't get to have anything fun. The only fun thing I have is my phone, and there's this necklace that I have on me. It's a silver necklace with Harry Potter Deathly Hallows symbol on it. It's not fun, but it's personal. I could just let him have a rummage through my things, I guess. I don't know. I think to myself as I go back to the hall, I take the bag. Are the rest of the people kind of left, or?
Some children are just waiting around for a guide, others have departed in the meantime. You can see Laura is crying, Lana isn't anywhere to be seen.
Since I had my stuff around where she was before, I go over to her. Hey, you okay?
Ugh, you.
Hey. What's going on, Laura?
This is shit.
Hey, come here.
Get your hands off of me. Fucking pervert.
Hey, I'm your friend, alright? It is shit. Did you have some prefect do something?
No.
Okay.
I've just heard about this place and I don't want to be here. I don't deserve to be here. There were loads of kids on that message. I didn't kill her. She killed herself. She was weak. Lots of people get bullied. I got bullied. I didn't kill myself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't blame yourself for that. I mean, you know, you just took the pictures, right? I mean, it was she's doing the things, right?
Who told you I took the pictures?
I just guessed. I tried to lie.
You try to lie. Let's have a roll for that.
Charisma?
Charisma makes sense.
14.
14. You don't know whether she truly believes you, but she doesn't push it further. At least not right now.
I think this, this, arsehole, this, prefect Isaac, he wants me to bring my stuff to him so he can rummage through it.
She wipes her nose on her sleeve. Oh, well that sucks.
I don't know, it's nothing like really important in here anyway. What do you think I should do?
You know what they say? You've got to show yourself to be the biggest psycho in the place, haven't you? Otherwise they'll just keep doing it. If you go in day one as a victim, that's how you'll leave on your last day. So I need to get my shit together. Can't be seen like this.
No,
if you take your stuff to him, you're going to be a bitch all your life.
Biggest psycho, eh? Well, okay.
I mean, it can't get any worse, can it? This is basically a prison.
Yeah.
Where can they send you?
I don't know how long I'm supposed to be here anyway.
Oh, they didn't tell you? I think that they tell some people. If you've got parents, they tell your parents, so maybe that's it.
Well, my parents didn't want to tell me anything really anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this back. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd better not keep him waiting, I guess.
I nod and I head off, thinking to myself how to make myself the biggest psycho.
You arrive back at the classroom. Took long enough, didn't you?
Yeah. I got lost.
It's a big place. Lots of people get lost in here. Sometimes they go into the walls.
Into the walls?
Never see him again. So what did you bring me?
I just put down that bag on one of the dusty desks, open it, and I take out one of the books marked 20.
Fucking books?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose it's better than the duct tape we used to wipe our asses around here. Books.
This is I don't know. It's just stuff, clothes. I don't have much fun things. I don't know.
Clothes? Well, your clothes aren't gonna. Well, actually, they might fit me. Look at you, porky pig.
As he goes through it, he might find the penknife.
Do you wish for it to stay concealed?
I'd forgotten about it.
He does find the penknife. What's this we have here, holding out on me, Porky?
I just stand there and hold one of the books in my hand. I realised that was in there. Yeah, but it's a real dull one. It's not a good knife.
He tries playing with it. Yeah, not one of those butterfly knives in the movies, is it? You can't flick it backwards and forwards like I am in some kind of Matrix-like movie.
No.
But I bet it's good for stabbing and cutting.
Yeah.
Have you ever stabbed anyone, Porky?
I never stabbed. No. I steal things mostly. That's what I do.
Do you know what it feels like to stab someone? Or to be stabbed?
No.
Can I tell you something, Porky? As we're alone.
I tried to discreetly start recording on my smartphone.
You know, have you ever read, I guess you do read, one of those news reports about how people get found with like 50-something stab wounds on their body?
Yeah.
It always seems unreal, doesn't it? Unbelievable. How could you stab someone that many times? Why wouldn't you just stab them once? It's because when you stab someone with a knife like this and it gets the blade out, if I was to stab you from here, it would only go in like a centimetre. It would go just like that. Just like that. Just a centimetre in. Then I'd pull out and then I'd stab again. And it's like using an ice pick to break up ice. You just go stab, 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 stab. It's lots of little cuts. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's what they used to call it. Just lots of tiny stabs. It takes a different kind of person to get up right in your face and push the knife deep all the way up to the handle. That's a different kind of person. That person does only stab you once, but most people, when they go to stab someone, it's just all slice, slice, stab, 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 stab. Nice and shallow like.
And I stand there and it's like, is this guy, is this for real? Is he convincing, or is he just trying to act tough?
You can make an intuition roll.
That's how I react to this. 11.
You think he knows what he's talking about, and he cocks his head as you're assessing the situation. I don't like the way you look at me, Porky.
It's just, is that what you did? Did you stab someone?
How bad is your eyesight, Porky?
This is pretty good, thank you. I'd say a step back.
Yeah? How good do you reckon it would be with only one eye?
Not very good, I guess.
Half as good, probably.
You, yeah, half as good, I guess. So,
empty your pockets. Listen, Porky, I've got the knife.
I put down my smartphone on the desk and take out, I guess, my wallet.
Because you're taking out other things, he does not stop to look at your smartphone. In other words, he doesn't see that you are recording. His eyes are on you, not on the items. Alright, now you're going to take off your clothes.
What?
You heard me.
I'm not taking off my clothes.
You're going to take off your clothes or I'm going to cut them off. You'll get them back. I'm not gonna fuck you.
I take off my... Yeah, I start with my sweater, I guess. Stop it, what do you want? Why do you want me to take off my clothes? This is stupid.
There's a pecking order around here, Porky, and I'm establishing it. It's the first day of school. This has to happen. It's Lord of the Flies time now, Porky Pig. Take off all your clothes, and then you can jog your way back to the dorm.
Feeling that he's actually dangerous, this guy. I start doing as he says. I mean, I don't know how bad it could be, I guess.
He does eye you up and down as you undress, and only increases the level of discomfort. But then he gestures with his free hand. Off you jog.
I bundle up my things.
No. You leave them with me.
I try to at least take my phone.
Oh, no.
You're
not allowed phones. I will be turning them into security, like a good, responsible prefect.
Can I at least send a text?
No. All right. Okay. You want to send a text? What's it worth to you? Because right now, I've got to be honest. You don't have much on you. Oh, that necklace is nice.
I can steal something for you from someone.
I'll have the necklace. I'll have the necklace. You can send a text.
No, you can't have my necklace.
All right, no text then.
I'll steal something for you.
Well, now
okay?
I definitely want the necklace. Give me the fucking necklace.
You're not getting the fucking necklace.
No, am I not? And he walks up to you with knife in hand.
I take one of the books in my hand.
What are you going to do with that? Bore me to death?
I fling it towards his head.
Okay. Make a violence roll, please.
7.
The book flies past his head. He does not even flinch. Well, you asked for this, didn't you? And he lunges at you with the knife. I'm going to let you make a reflexes roll, because I assume you are going to try and get out of the way.
Yeah. $15.
Fool. Good roll, Hjalmar. You back away with a couple of steps, and he lunges much as he described one might with a knife like this. Just a short, shallow thrust with the knife, and he pulls back. Ah, you were listening to me. Run, 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 Porky Pig. Run back to the dorm with you, because next time I'm not going to miss.
I do try to make a grab for the phone and run out.
All right, lovely. As you're making a grab for the phone, I'm going to ask for another reflexes roll, please.
$13.
You grab the phone, but because you are grabbing in its direction, in other words, reaching back into the room, he slashes at you, and he slashes you across the forearm. You grab the phone, but he has cut you. Thankfully, it isn't deep. And I assume you are now running.
I am. It's just kind of holding onto my wrist, running in my small clothes.
Run, Porky, run, run. This is only day one, you little bitch.
And I start sobbing as I do run along.
Damien, as you are making your way back to the hall with Dylan, which is a slow-going affair, mostly because Dylan is not the fastest of walkers, you almost collide with the running Tobin.
I kind of go, fuck, as I bash into him, just about standing my ground, and then I look really confused at seeing this poor kid in his barely wearing anything, just running out into a hallway and bleeding from an arm, and I just look quite stupidly for a second at him, and I look at Dylan and go, something you should be doing here, prefect?
Get to the dorm before the teachers see.
I just sob and I run.
And I watch him run off and I sigh and I just sort of think there's no point in making a fuss, although I make a note again in my mind. Okay, yeah, that can happen here and nobody fucking cares. Great, that's great. And I'll just look at Dylan and say, I guess it's not a problem then. Alright, let's go.
It's a problem, but what can you fucking do?
Well, hey, hang on a minute. What would happen if someone did that to you? A prefect? What happens if a prefect gets punched in the face? Just, do the teachers not care about that either?
If someone did that to me, I'd set them the fuck on fire.
Yeah, I know, but come on, Dylan, I'm talking hypothetical. You know that word hypothetical? It's a cool word. What would actually happen? Like, say you get punched by 5 kids, and okay, you set fire to 4 of them, but then come on, what happens? Do the adults do nothing?
You could go to Dr. Crow, or to Father Vogel, and tell on the bully.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about you, Dylan. I'm talking about you, a prefect. Like, what would happen if, like, someone murdered one of you guys? Come on, help me out here.
It's hazing. It's hazing. This happens. You live with it. It happens.
I give him a look, but I quickly rub the look off my face and just look down to the ground. I don't want to antagonize this guy after all. I simply nod. Oh yeah, sure. So I guess even prefects can get hazed. I thought you guys would be protected or something, that's all.
He taps the side of his head, points at you, and says, prefects don't get hazed because we're not new. New boys and girls get hazed.
I get it. Oh well. Sure. I guess no one would do it to a prefect then.
Nobody is making me their bitch.
Oh, I know. Hell, I'd be stupid to try, and who am I, eh? I try and throw this in a very humble way. I'm not the best at this sort of thing, obviously, but I am attempting to be crafty here. Could I attempt to use this advantage?
Yes, please go ahead. What is your intention with it?
Hopefully, if I get an option to choose, it's going to be, in a very basic form, make this individual at least see me as some form of ally, or at least a minion, or someone he can control.
Okay.
However, I roll a 2.
Dylan, thankfully, doesn't just set you on fire, but he certainly has no time for you at this point. You've tried to impress him and you have failed. Yeah.
Yes. Noticing that, I know when to shut up. I won't ask any more questions. I'll just follow.
You note during the next few hours that Emily still hasn't shown up. But this hazing isn't exclusive to Tobin. Several boys and girls have had the contents of their bags stolen. Not all of them are talking about it. You can just tell from their faces that they have arrived here and it is not what they had described to them. Some of them have been, much like Tobin, stripped and expected to walk back to the dorm, naked and humiliated. Jackie McCann from the bus, who was so damn tough when you first met her, had her head dunked in a shit-soiled toilet to the point of almost drowning, according to one of the new girls. And Flash, after making the mistake of, well, flashing, revealing herself, apparently was beaten pretty severely by Isaac and Aaliyah, though only below the collar. So no bruises are immediately visible. None of the adults have made themselves known during this period. These few hours are all about getting to know one's accommodation. But most troubling is after bags have been taken to dorms, the prefects are ruthless in their emptying of them. They actually allow you to keep things like books, for the most part. Not really in the case of Tobin, whose stuff just gets scattered about the facility. They don't allow you to keep anything electronic. So if you have anything like that easily accessible in your bag, it vanishes. It's gone. And there's a lot of children bemoaning their lack of games consoles, their Switches, even some of them have still got DSs and they're gone. It's not a happy time, and you can't guarantee that all of them are being handed into security either, because these prefects seem to be running quite the racket.
Again, in my mind, I was actually surprised by this. I didn't think they'd have so much power, but fuck it, they really are letting these prefects run the fucking show. It's crazy. Okay.
And it's time to dine. Time for dinner. But Tobin, your clothes turn up in the dorm. Most of them covered in piss. But you are expected to dress for dinner, of course.
I have kind of tried to get something on my wound on my arm, and sitting just waiting in the dorm before the clothes show up, I take what I recorded and I just, in my anger, I'm sitting there and I just mashing away and send it to a friend on the outside before they take the phone. I just say, here, TikTok this, and make a techno rhythm of that stab, stab, stab thing.
Before your phone is taken as contraband, you get a text back from your friend asking, "Are you okay, Tobin?" And that's when you see Isaac and Clifford and Dylan making their way into the dorm, starting to confiscate other articles. Isaac gives you a smile. Are you going to make any effort to try and conceal your phone somewhere in the dorm, on your person, wherever, or are you not going to risk it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and, as quick as possible, kind of just fling it behind a locker.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. You fling it behind the locker.
And then as I deal with them and I get my clothes, it takes some time just to go through them, trying to find something that isn't wet with piss. And if I can't piece together a whole outfit, I guess I'm trying to wash something so that at least it's just wet with water. Rather that.
You're able to put together an outfit. It's not your best, but not many people here are dressing up for fine dining. As you and Damien are making your way to the dining hall, you recognise most of the children making their way there too. You don't see Emily anywhere. And while both of you only barely know the girl, you are aware that she is the youngest person here, and you are aware that she is not necessarily able to look after herself.
I do look out for a bit. I'm also trying to get a gauge on things. how many of us are here at the moment? So have I seen any other kids? Not prefects, not us, but like other, I guess, prisoners.
It's only the busload and the prefects.
Huh. I definitely think that's weird. The dorm situation, what was it like? Was it like, all the boys are in one room, or like there's like a couple of different rooms?
Exactly as you describe, all the boys in one room.
Okay, so all us boys, us new boys, are in the same room, but obviously not the prefects. Or are they also with us?
They are likewise in the same room.
Huh.
I'll describe the dorms for you. So, the boys' dorm, which is in St. Jude's North Wing, is pretty sizable, and even has ventilation through a series of ceiling height windows that remain open at all times, according to the prefects, despite how cold this sometimes makes the dorm. It appears Clifford Price has the title of Dorm Father. Whatever that means, you're not entirely certain. But yeah, the girls' dorm is likewise in the facility's north wing, and while you've not been in it, maybe you poked your head around the door to see whether you could find Emily. It's a short and thin room with bunk beds allowing for a capacity of 12 children, though the beds are threadbare. It looks far worse than the boys. Springs protrude. It looks pretty unpleasant.
In the searching, I guess Dylan searched my stuff. Did he find my tape recorder, hidden as it was?
No. Dylan does not have the patience to tear bags apart.
In that case, it will still be hidden away in my bag that I've now left in the dorms. As we're walking to the dining room, I do just find myself looking at Tobin, and I don't really know what to say, so I kind of just say it at random. It's weird, isn't it?
What?
It's weird, isn't it? No.
Yeah. Do they take your stuff too?
Huh? No, I mean, isn't it weird that there's no one else? Where's everyone else?
What?
Have you seen any? Did you see any other kids other than prefects?
No, but I don't know. People are not here for that long, are they?
Well, yeah, but it's surely not just us.
I don't know. How many crazy people are there in the world?
A lot.
What did you do anyway?
Huh? I didn't do anything. I just, yeah. You need to be here. You know how it is.
Oh, you did something.
Nah.
Are you seeing things? I'm not gonna judge.
Dad's a drunk, okay? I just not safe at home, that sort of thing. Boring.
You're gonna be here because... Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It's cool though, it's fine.
So did they tell you how long you're supposed to be here?
I don't know. Hopefully not long. Hope not.
Yeah.
Place fucking sucks.
Yeah, fucking sucks, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it won't be that bad. You know, maybe it won't... I mean, there are idiots here, but... I don't know.
No, I don't think you're being... I think you're being optimistic. Did you not read about this place?
Well, you know, it's like a school in a way. I mean, there are stupid schools too with lots of idiots.
No.
Maybe, you know, it's kind of better that you're in here and it's...
No.
Maybe it's actually safer.
Oh god, no, mate. Man, no. Come on. I've been asking questions. Did you know, like, there's like... So the prefects, yeah? No one gives a fucking shit if we try and take them out, but they can just do whatever they want. But the adults don't care. Don't care about anything.
Take them out? What do you mean, take them out?
Well, I don't know. If one of them tried to, like, murder you or something, I don't think anybody would fucking care. Not that I'm saying they do that.
They're not gonna let people murder people in here.
Oh? I heard... Did you hear this? Apparently, we go to this thing called the Echo, the memory hole.
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no. Dylan was talking about it. Memory hole. Some sort of weird therapy bullshit.
Yeah, well... Maybe we need some weird therapy bullshit.
As the two of you assemble in the stark, stuffy dining hall, taking your seats at the benches lining each long table, a solitary man works behind a long kitchen counter. The man introduces Mr. Speer. He's preparing meals in what appears to be a pretty industrious process. Occasionally he points at a table and shouts, "You, come up!" And the children around this table go up to collect trays, into which he slops food in each tray compartment. Everyone takes plastic cutlery to carve through the mystery food stuff. While you're doing this, Emily, you start blinking as if you haven't for the last few hours, as if you've been in a trance. It's dark where you are now, where light was coming in through barred windows before. Excuse me? Are you Emily? There's a voice from behind you.
Emily doesn't turn around, but she does say, yes.
Aaliyah said that you were lost and sent me to go and find you. I'm Georgina. Some of the kids around here call me Flip. We've all got funny names.
That is a funny name.
Do you have a funny name?
No, I'm just Emily.
Would you like one?
Yeah.
Maybe we can come up with one together.
Emily turns her head to peek who's standing behind her.
It's a young girl, you imagine about 14 or 15 years old. You recognise her from the prefect introduction as Georgina Barton.
Oh, okay.
She has straight blonde hair, pretty clear complexion, and very light blue eyes. She's dressed as if in running gear, tracksuit bottoms, that kind of thing. And she goes down a little, so her head is at your level. It's okay, you don't need to be afraid of me. Are you okay? Did Aaliyah hurt you?
No.
You can tell me if she did.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Do you want some advice, Emily?
I don't know.
There's some bullies in this world who your mum and dad or a teacher would tell you to stand up to. That if you stand up to a bully, they'll stop picking on you. And there's others where you're told, just ignore them and they'll go away. I bet you were told that when you were at school. Just ignore them and they'll go away.
Is it not good to sit down when there is bullies?
Well, my advice to you, Emily, is when you see Aaliyah Johnson, you just run. You go the other way because there is no one in this place worse than her.
Oh, okay. I'll run.
You can't fight her. You can't hide from her. You sure as hell can't ignore her. It's very difficult to ignore someone who is sticking needles into you. So, yeah, you run. You just keep running and eventually she'll find someone else.
Stand up and run. Stand up, run. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Do you want a hug?
Yes.
Would that make you feel better? I'm told I give good hugs.
Yes.
Alright. Come to me. And she holds her arms out.
Emily walks very stiffly towards her. And just stands there.
Do you want me to take the pain away?
Can you do that?
I can.
Yes.
Okay. And she puts her arms around you and gives you a pretty decent hug. Shh, 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 shh. It will be okay. It will be okay. And she gives you a kiss on the side of the head. You'll be okay. You're with me now.
Emily can't remember when she was last hugged, or when any sort of physical care was taken of her. She finds the entire situation very odd, yet very comforting.
Now, Emily, as much as I would love to hug you for longer, we need to get to dinner, because if we don't get to dinner, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And we don't want to get in trouble now, do we?
No, we don't want to cry.
No crying. And after dinner, when it's night time, if you hear something, if you hear anyone cry out, you stay in your bed. The only time you get up to leave is if you see Aaliyah coming towards you, okay? You're not going to get much sleep.
Can Richie have a hug too? And she lifts her arm and shows her the monkey tied to it.
Sure. And she gives a gentle hug with two hands.
I have monkey food in my pockets. And she clacks with her pearls.
You may want to keep those quiet.
Oh,
You're
okay.
But I think that's very cute. Let's get to the dining hall.
Okay.
You're with me now. You're safe. And I'll be your friend.
Okay. Emily actually smiles for the first time, where otherwise her face has been very rigid.
She takes you by the hand and leads you to the dining hall.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying, where we played the scenario It Started and Ended with Screams for KULT Divinity Lost, from the upcoming Screams and Whispers scenario collection. The scenario was written by our friend Matthew Dawkins, who was also our Gamemaster. Joining Craig and Hjalmar as players was the talented Klara Herbøl. The music was made by Atrium Corsari and was used with permission from their label Cryochamber. Check out their website at cryochamber.bandcamp.com or their YouTube channel for some moody dark ambient for your gaming table. We would like to give massive thanks to our champions of the Red Moon, Martin Heuschober, Nastasia Raulerson, Simon Cooper, David, Julia, David Hagberg, Camilla, and Ludwig Manford for their generous support. And we would of course also like to thank all of our other patrons. Without your support, this show would not be possible. If you want to support our work, please check us out on Patreon. You can get access to bonus campaigns for KULT Divinity Lost and Coriolis there, as well as get early and raw access to all of our recordings. You can also hear your name read on the show as a champion of the Red Moon, as well as play KULT with us. Most importantly, that support is what keeps the show going, so do check us out there. Thank you again for listening, and remember, death is only the beginning.